Vijayadurg Fort is located in the Devgarh Taluk in the Sindhudurg district of Maharashtra. The fort was previously known as Gheria, possibly due to its closeness to the Girye village or because it was engulfed by water on three sides. It is one of the oldest forts on the coast of Sindhudurg district. It was built in the 11th century by Raja Bhoja II of the Shilahar dynasty. Later the fort came into the hands of the Vijayanagara dynasty, and after Vijayanagara fell into the control of Bahmanis, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj captured this fort from Adil Shah of Bijapur in 1653 and renamed it as Vijayadurg. Vijayadurg Fort is built on a peninsular area on the tip of Devgarh Taluk and is covered by Vagotan backwaters of the Arabian Sea on three sides. There is a natural port nearby that is still used by the local fishermen. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj reconstructed the fort after he won it. He extended the fort area. The fort was once covered on all the four sides by water. In course of time, the eastern side was filled up and a road was constructed. Earlier, the fort had an area of 5 acres. Shivaji Maharaj increased the area of the fort to 17 acres. He built 3 layers of fortification walls and many bastions around the fort. Vijayadurg was developed as an important base for Maratha warships. Many Maratha ships used to be stationed in these waters. Around 3 kilometers from the fort, up on the Vagotan Creek, a dockyard was created by the Maratha admiral Kanoji Angre to build and repair the Maratha ships. The location of Vijayadurg Fort offered many strategic advantages. Because of the shallowness of the Vagotan Creek, larger ships could not enter its waters. The Maratha ships were smaller and had flatter bases. They could be anchored in the creek and yet be invisible from the sea. While you approach the fort, there is an entrance called the Hanuman Darwaza with the Hanuman temple nearby. This is the other entrance gate leading to the fort. Beyond this, there is a small jetty for boats. First we reach the small gate called as Jibicha Darwaza or the tongue door. The ticket counter is near the Jibicha Darwaza. From here we need to walk around 100 meters to reach the eastern entrance, which is also known as Gomukhi Darwaza or Yashwant Darwaza. The fort has been constructed with laterite stones, which is abundantly available in that region. The laterite bricks were cemented together with a mixture of lime, jaggery and molten lead. To reach the Gomukhi Darwaza, there is a curved pathway that practically hides the entrance. It would have also prevented the enemies from gaining momentum if they had used locks to break open the doors. Remains of the large wooden doors can be seen at this entry. Beyond the wooden doors, guard rooms were there for the sentry to rest. There is a Nagar Khana on top of this entrance where drums and other instruments would have been kept. There is an old police station building in the fort complex, which is now not in use. In front of it, few straight cannons are kept as display. Near the entrance gate, there is a Khalbat Khana or secret discussion room where confidential discussions would take place. From here, a small flight of stairs will take you to this watchtower with the flag post. There is a small temple within this tower. The triple fortification of the fort can be clearly appreciated from this watchtower. This watchtower gives a very good panoramic view. This is the Sadar or the Raj Darbar. It used to be a two-storied building where official business was conducted. There is an ammunition room where cannonballs and gunpowder used to be stored. Besides this, there is a subway that led to a strategically important bastion known as the Kubalda Burj. This is the entrance of the Buyari Marg or the underpass that was used to reach the Kubalda Burj or bastion. The subway is built in an east-west direction. During daytime, it used to be lit by sunlight coming from the eastern side, and in the evenings from the light entering from the west. Kubalda Burj is one of the important bastions where 12 cannons were mounted. There are 6 caps and 2 cannons would be kept in each cap to fire. The walls of this bastion also had down-slanting slopes for guns and arrows. The subway was used to replenish the cannonballs and gunpowder from the nearby ammunition depot. Nearby, there is another subway opening to the sea, and there is a granary beside it. Food grains used to be brought to the fort by boats to that opening, and the subway there was used to shift the grains to the granary. This is the horse stable where the horses used to be kept. These are the remains of the Rani Mahal or Queen Palace built during the period of Raja Bhoja. This is Nishan Tekdi, a large flag tower. Any flags hoisted here will be visible from large distances in the sea. One speciality of this fort is that it is one of the 2 places where Shivaji Maharaj personally hoisted the saffron flag. Near the Nishan Tekdi, there was another subway that opened few hundred meters away in Dulab Wada, the house of Maratha Admiral Dulab. The subway has caved in and is no longer visible. There is a small Bhavani temple within the fort. This is the Jagnichi Top or the cannon of the witch. It is a Bengal cannon built using multiple iron rings welded together. Legends say that the Jagni cannon would be the first cannon to be fired when enemies attacked. It was believed that there was a witch in the cannon that would be let loose on the enemies when it is fired, making it impossible for them to win. A worship place is built by its side for the Jagni, or the witch that stays in the cannon. This place is called Sahebacha Ote, which translates to the Englishman's bench. The plaque installed here says that Norman Lockyer built a plinth here to observe the solar eclipse of 18 August 1868, and on that day he discovered helium on the sun using spectroscopy. However, this does not hold true on further fact checking. Norman Lockyer had discovered helium from West Hampstead in the UK on 20th October 1868, and his discovery was unrelated to the solar eclipse. The other person who is credited with the discovery of helium is the French astronomer Jules Janssen. He was the one who discovered it during the solar eclipse of 18th August 1868, but he did it from Guntur, a city in Andhra Pradesh. Norman Lockyer came to Vijaydurg almost 30 years later for the solar eclipse of January 22, 1898, and did set up an observation post here. Therefore, Vijaydurg's claim to be the cradle of helium is unsubstantiated. But Lockyer did visit Vijaydurg and set up an observation desk 30 years after he and Jules Janssen had independently discovered helium. Recent oceanographic evidence suggests that the Marathas had a secret defense mechanism on the western side. A wall made from laterite was hidden 8 to 10 meters under the sea. The wall is said to be about 122 meters long, 3 meters high, and 7 meters broad. Only the Marathas knew about the existence of this wall. Many attacking ships would collide with this wall and sink. After Shivaji Maharaj died in 1680, infighting for succession within the Marathas weakened the kingdom. In 1689, Raja Ram, the son of Shivaji from his second wife, took over the reins of the kingdom. He made Kanoji Angre the admiral of Maratha Navy. After the death of Raja Ram in 1700 AD, Kanoji Angre became even stronger and controlled a significant portion of the Maharashtra coast. The Angre family controlled Vijaydurg until family feud happened between the two sons of Kanoji, Tulaji and Manaji. Tulaji, who controlled Vijaydurg, faced a combined attack by the Peshwas and the British forces in 1756. The British attacked from the sea and the Peshwa army from the land, and Vijaydurg fell. As per a treaty made between the British and the Peshwas, the fort had to be given to the Peshwas immediately. But the British did not hand over the fort until they negotiated Bancourt in exchange for the Vijaydurg fort. Eventually, the fort came back into the hands of the British Empire after they defeated the Peshwas. Currently, the fort is an ASI protected monument and an important center for tourism in the Sindhudurg district.